Every day life's happening. Some days are more eventful. Others, living protected with insurance you can depend on changes your life for the better. We insure the people and things you care about. Not Agency. We'll help you find the right coverage so when life happens, you have the right insurance protection for your family and business. When life happens, live protected. Non-agency for all your insurance needs.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Tuesday, April the 24th. We're going to talk about a production with the MU Theater and then Braudis Gallery. But first of all, let's start with Professor David Crespy. Good to have you here, David.
A pleasure and an honor.
You're directing the current production at the University Theater. What is it?
It is The Rimers of Eldritch by Lanford Wilson.
Okay, what's it about?
It is a small-town murder mystery. So it is filled with darkness and strangeness and beautiful voices that hail from Ozark, Missouri.
Not from beyond, though.
Well, they are kind of from some of the cast members are playing people that are gone, and they're kind of telling a story of how they've ended up where they've ended up because of this murder that's happened.
Now, it's a small town, but where is it set?
Well, it's officially set in Iowa somewhere, but Lanford Wilson, who wrote the play, grew up in Ozark, Missouri, and in fact, we have found the original short story that he wrote about it because he left his entire manuscript collection to the University of Missouri. Lanford was a Pulitzer Prize-winning playwright, and while we're doing this show, which opens on Wednesday, April 25th, and plays through Sunday, April 29th, we're simultaneously celebrating his life with a conference called Missouri Self-Taught, Lanford Wilson, and the American Drama.
How wonderful.
So we're doing a whole lot, and we're bringing in Lanford's Tony Award-winning director, Marshall W. Mason, who directed his plays on Broadway and won a Tony Award for doing that, and we're bringing in Tanya Berezin, who was his leading actress off-Broadway and on Broadway, and she is the executor of the Lanford Wilson estate. So it's going to be an historic event.
Yeah. So there is a lot. This is going simultaneously with the play.
With the play.
And they will be at the performances,
They
right?
will be at the Thursday night performance.
Will they
of the
be
show.
introduced?
And they'll be introduced, and they'll actually have sessions on Friday and Saturday of the weekend to talk about Lanford Wilson and to talk about his life and about his career and celebrating the fact that he's still a big star in New York. They're actually doing a production of Burn This that he wrote featuring Adam Driver from Star Wars. So Lanford is still a big Broadway star even though he has passed on.
Yeah. Okay, so your production is running April the 25th, 26th, 27th?
And
28th
and 29th.
And 29th. So five performances.
Five performances.
It is set in a fictional town in Iowa, but you can move it to the Ozarks if you want to.
Because he's writing about his life in Ozark, Missouri, growing up, and it's there in the play, real people, real places that are going to be talked about at the conference. In fact, his high school friends, who are now in their late 70s, are going to come up and talk about growing up with Lanford Wilson in Ozark, Missouri in 1955.
Okay. All right. Well, I wish you the very best of luck with it.
Thank you.
How many people are in the production?
17 actors.
Yeah.
All moving, all at the same time.
Got it. Yeah, thank you, David, for coming by.
Thank
and if you
you.
want ticket information, you can simply go. You can do it online, or you can get it at the door.
Yes.
But it'd be better to get it ahead of time.
Get it ahead of time.
So go to www.theater, and theater is spelled with an R-E. So it's www.theater.missouri.edu, and you can purchase your tickets online for this very special event. 5 performances only, starting the 25th of April, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, and 29th. Okay, got it. Now, Hannah Reeves with us, Braudis Gallery. Good to have you here.
Hi, good to see you again.
And you have special things going on, too.
We are really excited about our special exhibit. It's been up for a bit at this point. It runs through April 28th, and this is the Cuban Contemporary Exhibit.
Tell me about the Cuban Contemporary Exhibit.
We have work by 15 artists who are all currently living and working in and around Havana, Cuba. So these are artists who are Cuban, who are still in Cuba. They're not expats. It's not modernist work that originated in Cuba. It is actually current work coming straight from Cuba, which is pretty unique in the U.S. right now.
Yeah. So they're sending it to you?
Well, actually, that was the fun part. We went to Cuba a little over a year ago. We worked with a curator and gallerist there who pre-selected artists whose studios we visited, and we acquired the work directly from the artists. So we met the artists, we went into their studios. This was in their sun porches, their garages, their warehouses. Anywhere artists have studios here, artists have studios probably anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
But we were welcomed into their studios. We bought the work from them. This is our permanent collection now, so that also makes it unique.
Now, was that difficult? Was it difficult? You had some hurdles to jump through.
It was like the DMV times 1,000.
I can imagine.
It was not simple, but it was so worth it. It was an incredible trip. We were really just warmly welcomed and hosted by the artists that we met with. And we brought back work by 15 artists.
So, and these will be on display until?
Through April 28th.
Then what happens to the artwork?
Well, the pieces that don't sell and go to their new homes are part of our permanent collection. So they do actually stay here in Colombia. We own them.
Okay,
and
but all the pieces will be for sale.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, and actually, these types of works are not available very many places in the U.S. And so this is pretty unique, and we really are trying to kind of expand our reach for collectors.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can easily say this is a one-of-a-kind piece of artwork that you have.
Mm-hmm. It really is. And honestly, for collectors, these works are appreciating. There's low demand and high supply.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. So for somebody who has not been to the Sager Braudis Gallery, why should they come down, besides this show?
You know, we really strive for a welcoming environment at the gallery. And so we create exhibits, we put together exhibits that are kind of a hybrid of like a museum experience and a small sales gallery experience. So for people who are looking to acquire work or who want something to hang on the wall, that's what we do. And we do hope that people buy artwork and take it home. But, you know, we want people to connect with things that they love. And some of the people who come in, a lot of our audience, come to view, to have a cultural experience in Colombia. That's part of our purpose here, too. And so it really is part one and part the other.
And I know you hosted the Greenhouse Theater Project. At one point, they did a production down there.
Yeah, we love working with other cultural institutions in Colombia. This is a really tight and awesome and kind of mutually supportive arts community here.
Yeah, now you have something on the 24th.
That's right. So we are doing a live production of Thinking Out Loud with Darren Hellwedge for KBIA. People may have heard me on the radio throughout this exhibit.
I hear you on the radio all the time.
Like, that's a lot of what I do. But, you know, we do a lot of work with KBIA, and that's another kind of mutually supportive institution in town. But it'll be fun. People can come by. There'll be a little bit of an event made out of it. We'll have an audience there, and we'll do a live production of the show.
Hannah Reeves, thank you so much for coming by.
Yeah,
Sager
thanks, as
Braudis
always.
Gallery, pleasure having you here. So mark it on your calendar. You can go down tonight to the Sager Braudis Gallery.
That's right.
And be part of a live broadcast on KBIA with Darren Hellwedge and you.
That's right.
For half an hour, thinking out loud.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. We'll be listening to you out loud, too.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. Drop me an email, something you'd like to hear or see, pepperp@missouri.edu. Bye-bye.